they'll go forth to build their families. When we talk about building a good family, again, I want to refer to that first scripture I mentioned, the Ramayan. The Ramayan is the basis upon which every Hindu builds their family. To give you some idea of what the story is, the king of Ayodhya decided that the next morning he was going to place his oldest son as the king. His oldest son was named Ramchandra Bhagwan. However, one of the other queens, that night she decided that she didn't want Ramchandra Bhagwan to become king. Instead, she wanted her son to become the king. She went to her husband and she said, I want two things from you. One, instead of making the oldest son king, as is our tradition, instead I want you to make my son the king. And then the second thing I want is so that my son can rule fearlessly and without any fear of being usurped, I want you to send the oldest son, Ramchandra Bhagwan, into the forest. Send him into exile for 14 years. It's a very complex and dramatic situation. If this was happening in modern times, the very next phone call would be to the lawyers or to the media to push a certain narrative or to make certain cases. At that time, there should have been murders or a family war. The fate of the entire kingdom is at stake. But look at how everyone in that family behaved. The king is so confident that he can tell his son this. He goes to him and he tells Ramchandra Bhagwan that I had promised you the kingdom last night, but now this morning you have to go to the forest. He's not worried about bloodshed at all. None of the other queens take revenge upon the queen who had her will pushed through. Ramchandra Bhagwan goes to the forest and another younger brother is going to be made king, but he refuses to sit on the throne. Instead, he takes it as a responsibility and he chooses that I'll live as a regent or an interim king until my older brother comes back. Ramchandra Bhagwan's wife, Sita Ji, she decides that she's going to go to the forest with her husband. She had no reason to. She wasn't commanded. She decided on her own. Ramchandra Bhagwan's younger brother, Lakshman Ji, he also decides that he'll go to the forest to serve his brother and sister-in-law, to help. He had no reason to, but he decided on his own. Lakshman Ji's wife, Urmila Ji, she lost her husband for absolutely no reason at all, but she said, you should go. And I will stay back at home and take care of all the seniors in the family, because certain people are now going to be busy running the kingdom, and certain people my age will be busy in the forest. So I will take care of all the seniors at home. No one got angry. No one was at competition with each other. Everyone found a way through it positively. Centuries ago, there was a Sanskrit writer, a literary by the name of Bhavabhuti, and he wrote a drama based on the